Hello and welcome back to another video on the JGorman67 YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk to everybody about where I think 10 in a row went wrong. So let's get right into it. So personally, you do look at it right now, you do look at the league table, and basically the Scottish Premiership season is practically over, because you do look at it as Rangers are sitting a comfortable 23 points ahead of Celtic right now, with about on average 12 games to go. Celtic have 15, but it is a very tough into the season for Celtic, and it's basically to call Rangers will win the league, and it's tough to take for some Hoops fans. But what has happened with 10 in a row, and I'm going to discuss obviously all that I think has happened and where 10 in a row. So personally, I think 10 in a row kind of went down the drain as soon as we lost to Rangers in 2019 on the I think it was the last game before the January break in the 2019-20 season. It was Celtic were very good up until that point, and then they played an outstanding season up until March, until COVID-19 shut down the league and Celtic were given the 9 in a row title. Obviously we were going in for the biggest game of our biggest season of our history. Obviously it was a massive season and a massive blow, massive disappointment for most Celtic fans. A lot of the fans were very upset to see a lot of players have gone missing. Like Odson Edouard is nowhere near as good as he was last season. Same with Ryan Christie, and the only player that really stands out that has been quite good this season is Callum McGregor. Christie has obviously shown that he can do it on an international level with his goal in Belgrade versus Serbia to put Scotland into the first ever or their first Euros since the turn of the millennium. It's a massive, it's massive actually, considering Scotland have always struggled to make it to the European stage. Christie was outstanding in that game, and most of the Celtic players looked to have gone missing in that Serbia game. They were completely different players. Ryan Christie looked completely different to how he plays, and obviously in the summer Celtic are risking losing 8 or 9 players. Obviously the other day we've lost Jeremy Frimpong, and we've also technically lost Peter Lawwell now, as he is retiring at the end of the season. It's a massive change. We could lose Scott Brown, Ayer, we're most likely going to lose Laxall, we're going to lose Duffy, most likely Elyounoussi as well. Hopefully Elyounoussi stays and we sign him on a permanent, but he might not be the new manager's player when Lennon goes at the end of the season. It's a disappointing season for Celtic, especially considering we've not put enough effort in towards the Old Firm games. Rangers obviously have been the dominant force in Scottish football, winning every game apart from 3 games where they drew against Livingston, Hibs and Motherwell. It's a very poor season, especially for Celtic. Obviously they have struggled with 2 losses and only won 14 times out of 23 games. It's been a poor season considering how well we were in the last 9 years up until this point, and we have thrown it down the toilet. It was a disgrace. I sat through 3 months of watching the worst football I have ever seen in that Celtic side, and it was so poor considering you did look at how well Rangers are playing, and you didn't look at it and you look back 3 years ago, Rangers were sitting losing 5-0 to us at Parkhead. It would be seen to that happen now. 2.5 years ago that was. funny enough, my favourite ever game of football. It was that I've been to at that game, but I'm so disappointed with the Celtic side that has appeared in the recent weeks. They've been so disappointing, especially with the draws against Hibs and Livingston. Has just proven too much. Celtic have drawn 7 times this season, which is actual half of the games, and they've only lost twice. The 7 draws have been a killer for Celtic, considering we are looking at it. It could have been the biggest season of our history. Everybody thought we were going to do it, and we proved no match for this Rangers side. Steven Gerrard played all his tactics right, signed really some good players, like he signed some great players when he came in, like Borna Barisic, Nikola Katic, and obviously signed Ryan Kent off of Liverpool. All these players showing massively improved since they joined Rangers, and Rangers are back to being a dominant force in Scottish football. It was very poor to find out that obviously a step down has been needed from Hallwell, as he has not provided the work this season. Same with Neil Lennon, who will resign at the end of the season. That's what they're talking about, and obviously the disappointing one that we did lose some key players like Jeremy Frimpong just there, which is going to cause struggle for Celtic coming up in the next couple of weeks, especially considering we have a Rangers game in 6 weeks' time, which is basically a game that will most likely show how Celtic handle confirmed games now. Obviously, I think we should still put 100% in until the end of the season, but it is basically over. But Celtic have been, obviously, they've been struggling in the last few weeks. But the only problem is a lot of people are saying that we're going to struggle to finish second. Aberdeen closing in on us, just 6 points behind us, with Hibs 9 points behind us. Obviously, Hibs have not had the best of run the last couple of weeks, so I'm kind of shifting them out, and we've got to win the game against Aberdeen, which is going to be later on in February, on the 17th of February at Celtic Park. It's obviously Celtic are not expecting anything to do with the rest of the season. Maybe hopefully we can still win the Scottish Cup, but it will be very unlikely. I'm going to wrap up the video there, folks. If you could please like and subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you never miss the next video that hopefully comes up. I know this is my first video in over a week, but I hope hopefully I can get back to doing more uploads, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.